name is Beth McGinty. I'm a member of the Charleston Horticultural Society, owner of Blooms by Beth, and welcome to the McGinty Garden. This is AMISTAD salvia. It's one of my favorite pollinators. It has flowered throughout the winter. Did not even have to cut it back. Actually, I had to cut it back because it was too large. It blooms continuously, have hummingbirds, bees. It's just a spectacular perennial. This is a new variety of annual salvia called ROCKIN fuchsia. I think it's a pretty combination with the AMISTAD. And I also have pineapple sage next to it, which flowers red, which is a little bit strong for my color palette, but I like the fact that it's got the chartreuse foliage, and I think that makes a nice color combination. This plant is an Acanthus mollis. It is one plant, and it's very happy in this spot. This is along the front edge, front border, along with the soft press Mahonia. And it also gets a little bit of afternoon sun and no supplemental water, no irrigation, just what happens when it rains. This soft cress Mahonia is in the foundation planting along the front of our home. This gets 2 to 3 hours of hot afternoon sun and has no irrigation. And I have been very surprised at how well it has survived in those conditions. Rarely gets any supplemental water from rain. And this has been in maybe 6 or 7 years, and it's pretty good size. This is Cephalotaxis. I got this at Carolina Landscape or Carolina Nursery when they were open, and it's a great evergreen. I can use it in flower arrangements, and it's just a good evergreen shrub. We're starting to enter into the back garden, but thought it might be interesting for you all to see. This is my stock area, and these plants will all be used in container gardening and perennial and annual beds. And I get almost daily deliveries during the spring and summer. And these plants are all going to go to somebody very special. Former president and board member Ann Calhoun and her husband Jim gave this to me after my dad passed. And it is a spectacular reminder of him. Look at it every day. This is the entrance into a predominantly shade garden. The path meanders. It kind of leads you through, and we have more birdhouses, water features, heights, varying heights of containers. I like the rhythm that container gardens can add to a garden. This piece of statuary is called Dance in the Garden, and it reminds me daily of how happy the gardens make me. With the golf course area directly behind us, it feels like it just goes on forever. This area is my potting table. When I'm doing my containers, sometimes if it's a challenging place to work, I'll bring the containers or the hay racks to this potting table. It gives me easier access to my stock. I don't have to load as many plants to take, and I will plant them here. Sometimes the creative juices aren't flowing, so I need to take a break. I hang them here until they're satisfactory, and then I will take them off the hook, and my husband and I will go deliver them and hang them. I've got terracotta, broken terracotta to go in the bottom of containers before I add the potting soil. I have pot feet, I have extra cocoa liner, former container for rocks if I'm doing succulents. So there's a little bit of everything on these two tables. This little wind thing came from Plantasia a few years ago, and on a windy day it just twirls, and I can get an idea of what kind of outerwear I need to wear when I'm leaving to go to work. But it was it's a happy reminder of Plantasia and how much fun we can have during those plant sales. Pedestaled urn is a pop of color in this all green bed. When the camellias are blooming, I have color, and when the hydrangeas start blooming, I will have color. But I can see these containers and the hanging baskets from my bedroom window when I drink my coffee in the morning, and I like having that pop to see when I first start waking up in the morning. The bluestone patio is irregular, but each piece has been cut individually to fit together like a huge jigsaw puzzle. The contract, it was the first patio that the contractor have done with irregular cut bluestone, and I don't think he's done one since. It's perfect for our family to have meals around the table, sit around the fire pit, have our cocktails in the evening, especially now with coronavirus. This is another shade garden that we've created. It was the soil from the driveway was put over here, so we added paths on either side, and sitting areas and a water feature. We have upside down ferns, tassel ferns, farfugium, variegated farfugium, hellebores, hydrangeas, pieris, bird of paradise, fetidus, hellebores, which have been spectacular. This is one of the happiest spots for fetidus hellebore you'll ever see. They've just been very happy here. Keep going. This leads to another path. This path was created because of the soil addition and needed a path to get through, so of course I had to plant it once the soil was here, and then we had to add big pieces of bluestone to make it lead to somewhere. This container is a two-tiered kinsman planter that I planted last fall, thinking that I was going to have a garden workshop here before a tree fell in my front garden. It has survived the winter. It's got calathea, macho fern, all the really cool Tradescanthia, different kinds of ferns. This is, I can't think of the name of that, pothos, and it has been very happy. I love being able to walk out and look at this container. This container has a bird of paradise. It has silver plectranthus. It has lavender in it and white calibrachoa, and I just like the softness and I like the height marking the entrance into the patio. This magnolia swag was decorated our hearth at Christmas time, and it came from the Horticultural Holiday Green Sale. Thanks for joining us in the garden today. Hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we will have another garden workshop and you will be able to come see the garden up close and personal.